Okay, yeah, yeah. Didn't I hit that? Okay, yeah, yeah. Didn't I hit that? Cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, yeah. Didn't I hit that? Okay, yeah, yeah. Didn't I hit that? Ay, yeah. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Didn't I hit that?
It is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Johnson now returning. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And up past the 35. A very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work.
Here we go. 180.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And his first pass is incomplete. Johnson the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
3 and out.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Here comes Carter. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
At the Steelers' 48-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. He finds his running back, Mixon. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a third down.
A gain of 9.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. They may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Pass, it's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And now it's third down.
10 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return, Carter. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain, and it's second down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger with a pass complete to Claypool. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Ben to throw again. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Complete
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll hand it now to Geis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Jefferson on the tackle.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there.
Brings up second
and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
5-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10.
Keep going, keep
and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
Touchdown, Bengals.
He tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to him too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Brought him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 16, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Boswell's kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Extra point now by Boswell. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he slings one that's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Burrow airing one out for Boyd. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
The score, Bengals 14, Steelers 13.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then You don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bengals take over.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Steps away to his left. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. To throw again is Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Steelers 20, Bengals 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
Intercepted by the Steelers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there.
That's caught inside the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Here's Carter now on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and...
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
The Steelers' 37-yard line.
Play action. It's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Burrow took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
198, watch 98, 98's the mic. In your face. 198, watch 98, 98.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he is going to lose yardage here. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
38-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
1-yard gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now Burrow. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The tackle made by
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another first down.
11 more yards. That's another Bengals first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals, if they can convert the extra point, will have the lead. Good. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
On the carry.
T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Space to run past the 20. He finds his running back, Mixon. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Burrow looking to pass. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And that is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. He'll look to throw. It fights him off. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Stephon Tuitt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, but whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Roethlisberger to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Geis. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That good for 22 and a first down.
1st and goal, Pittsburgh. Tonight.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Pittsburgh, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.